What does it mean to be a fully embodied man? Well, I spoke to my partner about this, and this is what he told me. He had to go through a lot of really hard experiences, literally faced with life or death experiences. And through that, he had to get really clear on the kind of life that he wanted to live. All of the games and all of the distractions and all of the things that had once brought him a sense of enjoyment and escape from reality no longer worked. And so he had to get really, really clear on the kind of life that he wanted. And he realized he wanted a loving, fully embodied relationship with a strong woman who was also fully embodied and healthy. And he made the correlation that he needed to do his inner work. And so he did. He looked at all of his relationships and how he showed up in them and how he failed. He touched on that guilt and shame pain body that many men carry around and try to avoid at all costs. He got really truthful with himself about the ways that he showed up and the ways that he failed people that he loved. And he started to say no to things that once distracted him from that distracted him from taking responsibility and growing into the man that he is today. So he stopped casually dating. He stopped casual sex. He was alone for a long while. He burned down his life and got rid of things in his life that no longer resonated with his authenticity, with the authentic life that he wanted to live. He paid the price and he sacrificed. And so I met him after all of these big changes, and I talked to him at length about what it means to be a fully embodied man. And it's now feeling all of the feelings, not escaping or running from parts of himself that make him ashamed, or running from parts of himself where he feels like he's not enough. It is facing those things and healing and or improving himself in those areas. And so what that gives me is a man that is never scared, is never intimidated by any emotion that I ever bring to the table. And in fact, it gives him the chance to step into his provider, protector, masculine role. And he wants to hold those emotions for me. He wants to be a steady force as he rides the often chaotic winds and tide of my emotions. And they can be erratic at times because I'm a woman. But I don't have to play small with him. I can show up with any emotion and he can hold it. He comforts me. He reassures me. He stabilizes me in those moments. But it's because I do not trigger him, because he has done the work to face all of the emotions in his own life and thereby be able to hold all of mine.